A lot to talk about in weather because big changes are coming in quickly. 8:05 webcams. This is a look at Lake Nacimiento. Levels are low. On Thursdays, we update those lake levels and the drought status. So seasonally, of course, they always drop, but a couple of La Nina years and one more on the way has us concerned about some of these levels. 17.7 at Nacimiento. San Antonio just 9.4. Lopez 23.2. Statewide, the drought, 100% of the state in drought. No significant change. Very, very minor changes. Talk about this a little more on social media. What about the opportunities for rain in the forecast? We're going to dig into that. There is a trough that's on the way. It's starting to dig into the west here, but a couple of days of offshore flow and warm temperatures here. I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze much out of the atmosphere. Low clouds are starting to develop off the coast, so I've talked about this. I think the theme in weather here is a step down into the weekend. Tomorrow near average of the weekend is going to be cold and breezy, so don't assume the weather of the last couple of days is what we're going to get in the future. 80s in the interior and Santa Ynez Valley, 60s and 70s out of the coast. South coast temperatures in the 70s. The winds are weakly onshore now. So the hourly outlooks for the south coast, just low 70s, a smattering of early low clouds. Coastal valleys, sunshine, 70s. But again, keep in mind, we saw those temperatures well into the 80s, even saw a triple-digit number recently. So next couple of days at the beaches, steady and cool. Coastal valleys cooling down into Saturday. The interior, again, setting another record today at 96 degrees, 65 on Saturday. Sacramento temperatures drop by about 10. The Bay and Monterey fairly steady here. LA temperatures dropping as well. Palm Springs drops into the 80s. Nearly 90 Friday in Las Vegas. That icon there, that's blowing dust. That's how significant this wind event is going to be for the weekend. Advisories already off to our east. We could see some definitely because the modeling is showing tomorrow a breezy day. Northwest winds up to 25. Saturday, the wind gusts could be close to 25. Sunday, some of the wind gusts could be close to 30. Cal Poly plays football on Saturday evening. It's going to be cool and breezy. Be prepared. And again, here you can see the big trough digging into the west. Again, I don't think we're going to see much in the way of actual rainfall from this, but the pattern just kind of gets a little more active. A series of fronts are going to start rolling through the west here in the longer term forecast. Unfortunately, we're just too far south. We don't see the actual low pressure centers hitting us. We get these splash and dash cold fronts. So we will get some rain in the forecast here between now and the 5th. That's 16 days. But you can see that we're not in line for the heaviest rainfall. At least, though, the forecast is saying we're going to see some, and that's important. If you look at those lake levels and the drought status, it's important. Upper 60s and low 70s for the Central Coast and South Coast. Low 80s for Paso Robles, North Coast beaches in the upper 50s and low 60s. The interior valleys, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. The 5 cities in the 60s. So again, you've got temperatures anywhere from the upper 50s to the mid-80s tomorrow. Microclimate bonanza. There's the extended forecast. The weekend, much cooler. When you think that we saw a 100-degree reading this week, and we're going to be scratching to get to the low 60s in Santa Maria Saturday, weather whiplash. Back to you.